Hello children. Today we are going to take a very basic chapter of English grammar, that is parts of speech. Children, you all know what are parts of speech. But you all know what are the different parts of speech. Many students can easily tell that how many parts of speeches are there. But do you know that how to define part of speech, how to explain it? So children, parts of speech explain how a word is used in a sentence. And that's why there are 8 main parts of speech. Children, do you know what are the 8 main parts of speech? They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So now we will read it one by one with example. Let's learn it. First, let us start with noun. So what is a noun? Noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. Children, in short, you can also say noun is a naming word. Like class 1 and 2 students, they are not able to learn that noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. So simply they can say noun is a naming word. But after class 3, 4, 5, you have to explain it properly. So let us see the examples. First start with person. So person can be girl, boy, lady. Even you can take their name also. Like name of a girl is Ria. Lady Mrs. Gupta. A boy can be Smith. So in the same way, name of places can be school, home, zoo, and you can give them name also. Like what is the name of your school? Like Army Public School. So you can name them. Fine. Animal, horse, bee, fish. Like you can say dog. So what is the name of your dog? What is the name of your cat? In the same way, thing like pencil, jar, cupcake. Fine. So what is a noun? It is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. Now next part of speech is pronoun. Suppose I am saying a sentence. Ria is a girl. So if I'm talking about Ria, Ria is a girl, Ria studies in class 2, Ria is a very good looking girl. So should I use Ria all the times? No, there should be some word in place of Ria. Okay, to make the sentence beautiful. And what is Ria? It is a noun because it is a naming word. It is a name of a girl. So what should we do in place of Ria? We can say she. Ria is a girl. She studies in class 2. Everyone likes her. So she and her, they are used in place of a noun. And these words are called pronouns. So what is a pronoun, children? A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun or other pronouns. For example, who, me, they, I, us, them. Like I'm saying Ria and Sia are sisters. So we can say they are sisters. So they is used in place of Ria and Sia. So they will be pronoun. Third one is adjective, children. Adjective is a word which describes or gives more information about a noun or pronoun. Or in short, you can say adjective is a describing word. And what does it describe? It describes a noun or a pronoun. Let us take any noun. Let's take flower. So can I suppose take a particular flower, rose, like rose. So I can say red rose, beautiful rose. So what is red? What is beautiful? They are telling more about, they are giving more information about rose. Fine. So red and beautiful will become adjective. Let us talk about your mother. Suppose mother. Mother is a noun. It is a name of a person. So I can say hardworking mother, beautiful mother, caring mother, loving mother. So all these words are describing mother. So when any word describes a noun or a pronoun, they will become adjective. Like for example, it's given here beautiful flower, big house. So what kind of flower? Beautiful. Okay. Like what kind of house? So big house. So beautiful and big are adjective. Now the next part of speech is verbs. What is a verb? It is a very simple part of speech. A verb is a word that shows action. Fine. Or you can say doing words are called verbs, action words are called verbs. Means whenever you do something, even when you are thinking or standing or sleeping, whenever you are thinking, doing anything, okay, it will become verb. For example, jumping girl, girl is jumping, so here jumping is uh, verb here. We should write a girl is jumping, so is jumping will become verb. Like the baby sleeps, so here sleep will become verb. And a man eats a burger, so eats, it is a verb because they are doing something. Suppose children, like first example, it's written here jumping girl. We can also write dancing girl, sleeping girl, singing girl. So children, when these words come particularly with noun, like jumping, dancing, and then it is describing noun, then they will become verb. Now the next one is adverb. From the name only you can tell its meaning or definition. Like any word which adds meaning to the verb is called an adverb. So it's written here, an adverb describes a verb, adjective or another verb. So children, here three parts of speeches are there. An adverb describes verb, adjective or another verb. Let's see examples. Like they talked loudly. They talked loudly. Talked, it's a verb. And how are they talking loudly? So loudly describing a verb, so it will become adverb. She danced beautifully. Again, danced, it is a verb. And which word is describing it? Beautifully. How is she dancing? So beautifully. So beautifully is describing a verb, so it will become adverb. Now suppose I am saying she is a strong girl. So children, she is a strong girl. Strong is adjective. Why? Because it is describing girl. Girl is a noun. So when any word describes a noun, it becomes adjective. So she is a strong girl. Strong is adjective. Fine. But let us write she is a very strong girl. So how much strong? Very strong. So again, very is describing an adjective. So it will become adverb. Fine. Suppose let us take one example from here only. She danced very beautifully. So can we write she danced so beautifully? She danced very beautifully. So beautifully is already an adverb. So when we are adding so or very, they will become an adverb because they are describing another verb. Now the next one is preposition. What is preposition? Let us take one example. Fine, let us take two things here, cat and table. Can you make sentences with cat and table? The cat is sitting on the table. The cat is sitting under the table. The cat is moving around the table. The cat is jumping over the table. So many words we can use to make sentences, but with each word like on, under or around, above, over, with these words children, the meanings are changing. Fine. So when these words are known as preposition. Like a preposition links noun, pronouns and phrases within a sentence. Like a preposition shows a relation between noun and pronoun with some other words in a sentence. Like when we have talked about cat and table. So cat is a noun or pronoun? Fine. Noun, and it is showing a relation of, suppose I am saying the cat is sitting on the table. So on is showing a relation between cat and the table. So on is preposition. So it is very easy to understand it. When any word shows a relation between noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence, they are known as preposition. For example, about, over, from, during, beside, in or across. The next one is conjunction. So conjunction links words, phrases or clauses. It can add group of words or groups of sentences also. For example, and, yet, while, either, but, because and for. Suppose we are saying Ram is a girl, Sita is a girl, and Priya is a girl. So can you add these two sentences? When we talk about similar things, we add and, like Sita and Priya are girls. But when we are talking about opposite things, like Sita is a tall girl and Priya is a short girl. So they are opposite sentence, so we will use but there. Like Sita is tall but Priya is short. And when we have to give reason, we are using because. Like it was raining. No, I was late. And second sentence is it was raining. So we can write like this. I was late because it was raining. And if we change the sentence, then we can write it was raining so I was late. And the last one is interjection. So interjection, it is a word that expresses emotions and feelings, certain feelings. Like when you get hurt, you will say ouch, I got hurt. When you see a very beautiful scenery, you will say wow, what a beautiful mountain, or what a beautiful flower. Fine. And when you will see a dirty thing, you will say yuck. When you are meeting your friend, you will say hi or hello or yeah, hey. Fine. So I hope you all have understood all the 8 parts of speech, and you can easily frame a sentence using these parts of speech. And whenever any sentence is given, you can easily identify the different parts of speech. That's all for today, children. Thank you.